Alrighty, welcome to BPM Bullets Per Minute. I am James Swan, and I'm going to be doing some real-time attack Health Pool Hel practice today. Not necessarily going for a PB time, just trying to get a feel for how this category translates to real time. Because in our game, we usually time using the in-game timer so that we have IGT always available for the most precise readings of runs possible. Now, what is Health Pool Hel? It's a subset of one of our multi-character categories where you will take 3 characters with unique health pools that are predetermined by the category and do them as fast as you can. In this case, Freyr, Perfuder, and Skuld. They each have their own unique abilities and also their own unique health pools. For example, Skuld's health pool is constantly ticking down and you must replenish it by dealing damage or picking up a health item. Perfuder's health pool is only coins, which is a lot stranger than it sounds. It'll be easier to explain when we get to perf. And then Freyr's health pool is only armor. For this category, you cannot necessarily increase your character's health pool by external means, except in certain situations. For example, you cannot pick up a maximum health upgrade on Freyr, and you cannot do that on Skuld, nor can Skuld pick up armor. For Fyodor, that all kind of goes out the window because we can't really limit how many coins you're carrying. That would be unfair to the runner, unfair to RNG, and unfair just in a number of factors, making the run much more difficult than it needs to be. It was things we put into consideration when creating this category just a few months ago, but now we are here. For now, without further ado, I'm going to launch right into Freyr on easy to begin this multi-character run in 3, 2, 1, go. Right off the bat, we're going into Asgard 1, the first of our floors. There are multiple floors in this game. Each segment of floors, or each segment I should say, as it ramps up, is made up of 2 floors. You have Asgard 1 and Asgard 2, or the crypts, which I will usually get to show off for you, especially because crypts are such a powerful asset for us as speedrunners. There's a few specific rooms that I'll hopefully be able to cover when we get there, and I can say when because look at that, we've got a crypt room. We do have to find a key to unlock it though, so I will elaborate more when we get there. Not to put ourselves out of ammo, but we're looking this way. But here we are. Gotta dodge those spiders. Do not like being charged down. Let's see if the shop has any keys for us today, allowing us to go a bit faster. Sadly, it does not, nor does it really have any good weapons or items. I can't get weapons out of the shop. We gotta get those out of rooms. Hugin has the shot mainly health alone. There are wonderful little birds. And sadly, we cannot pet the birds at this point. I know. Instantly lost. I know there's a room that will instantly give me a key later, so we were going to check for anything that was great. For example, we got the shield. This shield in particular is amazing to see. As you can see, this weapon is great. It's an atomic revolver, considered to be one of the best weapons in the game. But the shield that I just picked up, the Face of Death, increases your damage times 2. It is a double damage item. So obviously, anything that lets us do more damage is going to be faster. Like here you can see me pulling out a bunch of coins from the bank. Don't need too many because I've got one of the best weapons in the game. I only need about 50, but I'm picking up more just in case for shop items in the future. Sorry for going quiet here, just dialing in while I finish that off. This is Newman, this means Armory. See, Good bird. Good little mechanical bird. Sadly, cannot pet. Just like keeping in the other shot, you cannot pet the enemy. The one drawback of this weapon, as you can see, is early on it doesn't do a lot of damage, but we finally got a key. After so long, we got a key, and now we can grab to go down into this. This hasn't been the fastest floors, but with the equipment that we have, it will certainly be made up. Love to see a range up icon plus extra damage, all before we even get into crypts. Now, the crypts are a new floor since the last time GQ had a BPM run at it. There is a new boss, rooms, new items, and the first one here is the statue room. We can drop 50 points into it to get a bunch of stats and crossbow ammo for our gun. It is such a nice thing to have. As you can see, now we're almost at maximum stats, and we got an extra round for our revolver. Long range, we might go for that, just because there's a lot of things there that will help us, and since we got the auto in range, the dead items, I will go ahead and do that. Definitely not swapping out double damage for that, but we got the 2 rooms, the well room and the statue room very early on. Now we're really just kind of going for bosses. Check this just here. This is nice, but we already have full stats, so that doesn't help us. Pretty easy to see now why we love the Haunted Revolver and the double damage shield. It makes us go so much faster. Little scorpions are always a little mean. It's tough to see them checking that. Actually, Odin Sneakers will be a great help because they won't let us go faster. Especially if I get a bad read like that and can't necessarily find the boss from immediately. It just helps with backtracking, helps with movement, helps with evasion, just always good. But we're going to swap out for those boots. They are the blessing boots. They mean enemies die over time. Which, obviously, if enemies are dying on their own, it's just going to be faster. Now, while we're waiting on this next floor to load, I will talk about the ultimate ability I've been using so far and the secondary ability. The ultimate ability is Freyr's key that I have down to E. It gives me 25 extra armor. So that is one of our main ways of expanding Freyr's health pool during this run. It's just a very nice thing to have. And the secondary ability is what I have down to my right mouse button. It is this wonderful little shield that blocks all incoming damage for a couple of seconds. And there you can see the boots that I picked up doing their job to the best ability, taking out some enemies on their own. was Gulvig. We don't like Gulvig. She is one of, if not the hardest boss in the game. However, we're past a lot of major roadblocks for runs, or at least the fastest of runs. And we're on the start out run. We love the class modifier. Enemies take more damage, though we admittedly also take more damage. However, the strategy does not get hit low, or use Player's Shield to the best of our abilities to block any incoming damage, so we don't have to worry about that double damage. Moving on to Svartalfheim 2, this is where most runs die, usually because Svartalfheim 2 likes to have the boss room loaded very far away from the start. We'll find out though. Normally we don't like a 3-round room to start off, but I think we can use this to our advantage here as well. Mostly because, in this instance, we can check each pawn for an early boss room, and hopefully go a little faster for it. Still checking out chest very quickly, just in case I get a particular item that we're looking for. I'll hopefully be able to show off down here. Gonna go a little tight here for a moment while I bow in. Yep, going serious move. Don't want to die. I don't want this one to die. I'm not sure what I just picked up. I think it was an ability upgrade. Nice little bit of instinct getting me through. Very nice instinct getting me through and not keeping me on this one for any longer than need to be. Moving on with a 939 into Heckheim 1, the namesake of this category, Health Pool Hel. This floor is full of bosses that we've seen previously, and maybe some that we haven't seen previously. And also likes to be very loud. The last one just in case. I feel like it's this way. Or not. At least that was a very fast choice. In the wrong direction. We'll go back this way. Alright, here we have Cert. There's a quick kill you can do on him for less powerful builds, but they're powerful enough that we don't need to use it. It's faster for us to defeat him like this. Now, we are going to make a quick stop before we go for the final boss rush in Heckheim 2. We're gonna go right here, grab the Giant Slayer's Fruits, and keep coming back up to the top of the mountain where we are always. Giant Slayer's Fruits are ready to do a lot more damage to the final boss, as well as any other damage. So, with that new boss rush out of the way, we are to the final boss of the giant dragon under the world tree. And that is time on our first character, under 12 units, which means it is just a bit better than average, though RTA, that is just a bit slower, with it being around 13 minutes. Herfjordur is our next character. I will finally be able to explain to you why I love Herfjordur so much. I'm the former world record holder for Herfjordur on Hellish difficulty. So, needless to say, I've played Herfjordur a lot. As you can see, we don't have a standard health bar in that bottom corner. We have coins, and coins are life, money is life. Very nice to see that early, so we know where we have to go if we don't get what we need, though I do want to get that golden bracelet if I can. That'll allow us to penetrate certain surfaces, and also, obviously, anything that makes you get more money as a character whose health pool is money is obviously going to be good. Lucky is an item I can just pick up right there. It allows our next shot to be a lot more powerful after reloading. We're still looking for a key, we're still looking for crits, and if we're really lucky, a bank for crits. And now though, let me show off this secondary ability. For Herfjordur, we have the Snipe ability, which tremendously does a massive amount of damage in a single shot with a slow reload time, but it also has other uses beyond just damaging enemies. At some point during this one, I will likely be able to show off the wonderful movement capabilities in part. Alright, I do have time to go back and get the bracelet. And you can see right there, I just did a snipe boost using the impact area of the snipe to be able to go and be a little faster getting over that. I'm going to stop in the reroll room before we go down. Reroll room is not guaranteed spawning, so I'm very glad that we found it. It's really nice to see. Also, what I did in the shop was use Herfjordur's ultimate ability. Now, Herfjordur's ultimate ability, well, guess we're not getting anything great out of it. There were a couple of items in there I could have used, probably should have taken instead, but that's okay. We're headed into the credits again with a golden bracelet, so we can hopefully get a lot of coins to drop into the well-ordered statue pile. Just gonna dial in here for a second, make sure I'm focused, so please just enjoy the wonderful soundtrack for now. Herfjordur's ultimate ability that we just saw there turns all items in the room into coins, which obviously when your health pool is coins and you don't coins those special abilities is really nice to have. Really nice to have. Gotta be careful here because you can drop the total of 50 coins into the pot, but obviously when your health pool is coins you don't want to drop your entire health pool. We thankfully got some very good stats there. And we got the Face of Death for double damage again, which is just amazing. You'll love to see it. We're back in Vanaheim 1, so I will let you enjoy the wonderful music as we go back to Vanaheim. So can't get let's see if we can get Golbe launched out of the arena here for the quick kill. There is the Golbe quick kill right there. So glad I was able to show that off. The way that works is by using the same momentum that we would use to launch ourselves with Snipe, instead to launch her off the arena with Snipe. And even if it isn't successful, you still do a lot of damage with the Snipe being launched right into the latency. Go ahead and knock out through there, just dodge quickly around it, thanks for a very high speed stat. Champion Elvis is just like Elvis, a little more hot, a little bit faster with their attacks. And also, as you saw, a wonderful, fabulous new coat of paint on the outside. Bosses, just like the floors, can have modifiers to them. Champion and Giant are ones we don't really like to see if we can help it because they increase the health pool of the boss. But there's only so much we can do to avoid that. And that's what I get for not looking at the map first. Accidentally going the wrong way and taking a hit for it. But we did get very lucky with our generation for this floor. Getting a one throw. Gonna get a couple extra points here for safety, just to make sure nothing bad happens. into Heckheim 1 with 8-minute time. That's honestly amazing pace. Might be able to make this run a sub 10 for her Yoder. That would be really nice to see. We'll have to see what load Heckheim 1 gives us, if we'll be able to capitalize on it. Which you can abuse to launch him off the side, or with that charge attack you saw, you can lead him on the side. Do my best to do that with Scold, but it is a bit difficult. Now we'll grab him Giant Slayer boots again, and we're going to head right up into the final boss rush. Enjoy the music. And there we go, 955.25. You'll love to see a sub 10 run. Very difficult to do on any difficulty, but it is wonderful to see that here. That brings us to our final character of this run, right on over to Skull. And I'm realizing now I need to set my split for her Yoder. Just a few seconds off there. Since I forgot to hit the split, I don't usually run this splits. Again, we usually run this game in-game time, as you saw at the end of our runs there. The game will show off how long you took, how many kills you got, so on and so forth, as a wonderful set of stats. Put 2 rounds in the handle for this. Fuck, those were the rolling eyes enemies there for a second. They weren't fun. That's it. Just a little something for us all to talk about there, and we got another crit. That is amazing. That is just something you'll love to see, no matter what. And we got a bang too. This is a dream roll runner to see. We will reset sometimes for minutes, if not hours, just to get a bank crits load. As you can see, my health is constantly ticking down there. And probably make a stop back at the shop before going down into the crits, mostly due to the fact that, well, we do need more health, and we would really need a key to be able to capitalize on the crits. As we saw earlier, each shop has 2, that's why I checked the shop first. Just gonna refill my health there. With this run category, you are allowed to pick up health restoration, but you are not allowed to increase your maximum health as Scold. Just gotta keep that challenge going. You've seen crypts a few times now, you know what we're looking for with the well room and the statue room, so hopefully we will continue this very good luck. Now, Skuld's special ability with the right mouse button ability is a ability that slowly ticks down your opponent's HP, and it can stack on top of itself to make it tick down even faster. Their ultimate ability is also very nice. It allows you to kind of give Skuld the best RNG possible no matter what. Right explosive. Oh, it's not that one. But it allows you to get better RNG since you will be able to spawn in more chests than would normally be present. While I'm typing that, I will explain the explosive response. It just means that when an enemy dies, they will pop an explosive like that, which you can run into and cause to detonate to damage all the enemies around you, which is really, really cool. Back to Vanaheim 2, so I'm gonna just focus. Back into Svartalfheim 1, we're on an incredible pace. Matching my PB pace, which is a 7-minute and 30-second run. So we'll have to see what we get. And into Svartalfheim 2 on an amazing pace. I cannot stress how rare a run of this pace is. We'll see if we can keep it going. Taking a long time to load, that's not a great sign. As I said, it's a random game. Every floor is randomly generated. Little bit of time lost there, but we can now rule out the other directions. Alright, into Heckheim 1 with 6 minutes and 50 seconds. We're not really on PB pace anymore. I'd have to get everything more or less instantly here, which is unlikely with Heckheim 1. You're seeing how easy it is for map generation to make or break a PB or record pace run right now. But that's roguelikes for you. That jogger just did not want to participate today. That's lovely to see. We're going to see if we can get the circuit kill here. Love to see it. That's the way to do the cert quick kill every single time if you can. Just lead him off the edge. You don't necessarily have to take damage, but taking the damage of the fall does make it just a bit more consistent. We're gonna run right here for the boss and hope for the best. Just barely shoot those guys feet out, and I'm going to make that. I can get that with the .856 is our final time there. We might just have been close to a PB for me if my math is right on that run. We started with an 11 minute, went to a 9 minute, and went to a 8 minute after that. So I'll have to run this back and double check. I don't think it's quite there, but it's very, very close to my personal best time for this category. I do hope you have enjoyed seeing a nice demonstration and breakdown of Health Pool Hel alongside BPM bullets per minute. Hope I was able to explain everything. If you've got any questions or concerns or comments for me, or you want to just know more about getting into the BPM community, feel free to leave a comment below, and I would be more than happy to tell you about it, tell you more about the BPM community. We're always looking for new runners in the community, and we are always happy to teach new people. It is wonderful to have more people in the community for any game that you're running. I hope you have enjoyed, and thank you so much. Let me just let the credits roll a little bit here so we can give credits to, of course, the wonderful team that made this game a lot interactive. Also, shoutouts to Josh Sullivan and Sam Houghton, wonderful friends of the community. They are in the Discord as well, so if you've got developer questions, you might be able to ask them if you're really lucky. So, enough said, let's move on with the run. I forgot to stop my timer. That's the only problem with running splits when you're not used to it. You accidentally forget to stop your timer. And you let it go for an extra minute or two. But still wonderful to see.